Young and the Restless spoilers. Full welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day, but things in the soap world are absolutely chaotic right now. So let's get right into it. So, CBS just dropped some massive behind-the-scenes news about the Young and the Restless, and I honestly don't know how to feel about it. According to Soap Central, Josh Griffith has officially decided to step down from his role as executive producer. He's been holding down that EP job since 2023, but you guys might remember that Sally McDonald was brought in as co-executive producer back in 2025. Well, now she is taking over. Sally McDonald will be the sole executive producer going forward. And on paper, that sounds like a great shift, a new captain steering the ship. But here's the catch, the huge, glaring catch that has the fans on social media completely losing their minds today. Josh Griffith is staying on as the head writer. Yeah, he is stepping back from the production side specifically so he can focus all of his energy on writing the scripts. And let's be real for a second. We have been watching this show for a long time, and the writing lately, it has been rough, really, really rough. Griffith has been giving us these incredibly bland, repetitive storylines for years now. And honestly, a lot of fans feel like he deserved to be fired from the head writer position entirely, not just the EP role. I mean, look at what we've been getting. It feels like the show only knows how to do two things right now: endless, exhausting corporate boardroom musical chairs or back-to-back kidnappings. It is just recycling the same tropes over and over. Someone steals a company, someone gets locked in a room, wash, rinse, repeat. We desperately need some fresh ideas. The show needs a creative reboot. And I know some people are hoping that maybe, just maybe, with the EP duties off his plate, Griffith will actually have the time to sit down and map out something brilliant. It doesn't just involve someone getting locked in a room while someone else argues about a contract in an office building. But who actually believes this is going to end well? Who thinks giving him more time to write the same stuff is going to fix the core problem? It feels like a missed opportunity to bring in new blood. If you could pick a completely different writer to take over Y&R right now, who would you choose? Drop some names in the comments because I am genuinely curious. Do we want someone from the show's past? Someone from a different soap? We need a change. But okay, let's pivot to what is actually happening on our screens, because despite my ranting, there is some crazy drama coming up in Genoa City and beyond. Let's talk about Matt Clark, because the spoilers are pointing to a massive, messy aftermath from that whole Las Vegas disaster. A few episodes ago, we saw Matt torturing Nick, literally watching him overdose on tainted drugs on a live video feed. It was sick, really dark, twisted stuff. Adam had to frantically unchain Sharon and Noah just to try and save Nick's life. But then we had that insane car chase. Sharon, in a total panic, drove a car right off a cliff to escape Matt. The airbag saved her and Noah, but Matt was badly injured in the crash. And now the spoilers are saying that Matt Clark is going to wake up and become the center of attention because he has amnesia. Yes, amnesia. The oldest soap trope in the history of television. And I just have to ask, what were they thinking? Are we really supposed to believe that this sadistic monster just conveniently forgot everything he did? Or is he faking it? Because Matt is a master manipulator. He loves playing psychological games. He loves watching the Newman family suffer. If he is faking this amnesia, it is a brilliant, twisted way to avoid going to prison for attempted murder. But if it's real, that puts Nick and Sharon in a really weird, frustrating spot. Nick is fighting for his life in the hospital right now, because of the drugs Matt planted. Sharon almost died driving off a cliff to save her family, and now they have to look at the guy who did all of this, and he has no idea what they are talking about. It is going to be incredibly infuriating to watch, but I guess it fits the show's usual style. Drag out the villain's storyline as long as humanly possible. Speaking of dragging out storylines and punishing people, let's talk about Phyllis Summers, because Phyllis is in deep, deep trouble, and it is entirely Victor Newman's fault. Victor and Victoria cornered Phyllis in her office, and they handed her a folder full of printed emails that Victor literally generated using his new AI program, completely fake evidence. And they told her she either signs over Summers Corp to them, or they hand these fake emails over to the new district attorney. And guess who the new DA is? Christine Blair, the bug, Phyllis's absolute worst nightmare. The one person who would love nothing more than to lock Phyllis up and throw away the key. Honestly, I kind of love this for Victor because it is so incredibly, ruthlessly villainous, but I feel so bad for Phyllis. We saw her screaming at her own portrait, vowing she will never give up, and she shouldn't. But Michael Baldwin came in and laid it all out for her. He told her she is probably going to prison because Christine will not hesitate to use this evidence, fake or not. And Michael warned her that Billy Abbott and Kane Ashby might get subpoenaed to testify against her. Because of all the bad blood in the past, Christine will absolutely use them to build a case. So now we are looking at massive legal troubles for Phyllis and potentially Billy and Kane getting dragged into court. It is a total mess, a beautiful, chaotic soap mess, but a mess. But wait, we need to talk about Kane Ashby's other legal and moral troubles, because what Kane is doing right now is honestly one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen a character do on this show. And that is saying a lot. Malcolm Winters is dying. He has aplastic anemia. He desperately needs a bone marrow transplant. Lily is terrified. Devon is stressed out of his mind. The twins, Charlie and Maddie, weren't a match. And then Kane swoops in. He talks to Stephanie Simmons, figures out what's going on, gets tested, and boom, he is a perfect match, a miracle. Right? Wrong. So wrong. Kane isn't just going to give his bone marrow to save Lily's uncle out of the goodness of his heart. No, he is using it as leverage. He has a secret contract, and he is demanding control of Chancellor Winters in exchange for his bone marrow. Let that sink in for a second. He is holding a dying man's life hostage to get a CEO chair. I mean, Kane has always been a liar. We know his history with faking his identity and all his shady moves. But this is a whole new level of dark. Lily is completely devastated. She has to choose between letting Malcolm die or handing her family's entire legacy over to her manipulative ex-husband. How is Kane not going to face legal repercussions for this? It is literal extortion. And I am so here for the drama, but I also want to punch my screen every time Kane smirks. And then we have Billy Abbott. Oh, Billy. The spoilers mention Billy might face legal troubles, maybe getting subpoenaed for the Phyllis case, but his personal life is already a complete disaster zone. A few episodes ago, Sally Spectra found out she was pregnant, and Billy, instead of just being supportive and happy, let his mother Jill get into his head. He questioned the paternity. He questioned Sally. And Sally, who was still deeply traumatized from losing baby Ava with Adam, just broke. She couldn't handle the betrayal. She fled in the pouring rain, crashed her car, and tragically lost the baby. she had a miscarriage. And now Billy has to live with that. He has to live with the fact that his lack of trust, his constant need to self-sabotage, led to this horrific tragedy. So if Billy gets dragged into court by Christine Blair to testify against Phyllis, he is going to be doing it while his entire soul is crushed by guilt. He is a total wreck. The writers are just piling the misery on him. Sometimes I think the writers actually hate Billy Abbott. They really do. They just love to torture him and watch him spiral. Maybe I'm being dramatic, okay? That sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. So when you zoom out and look at all of this, Matt Clark walking around with amnesia after torturing Nick, Phyllis getting framed by AI and fighting for her freedom, Kane extorting Lily with bone marrow to steal a company, Billy's life imploding because he can't stop ruining his own happiness. There is a lot of heavy, heavy drama happening right now, and Josh Griffith is at the center of writing all of it. So maybe, just maybe, with him stepping down as EP, he can actually focus on untangling these massive webs he has woven, because right now the pacing is just clunky. We have episodes where people just stare at each other over coffee, and then suddenly cars are flying off cliffs, and AI is framing people. It needs balance. It needs a steady hand. But despite all my complaining, we will keep watching because we care. We are invested in these messy people. We want to see Nick wake up in the hospital and get justice. We want to see Sharon confront amnesiac Matt and make him pay. We want to see Lily completely destroy Kane for what he's doing to Malcolm. So what do you guys think about all this? Drop your thoughts below. Are you mad about Josh Griffith staying on as head writer? Who would you replace him with? And do you buy Matt Clark's amnesia for 1 single second? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next update.